We often talk about self-care as a necessity, but it can be tough to carve out that space or figure out where to start. The good news is there are so many ways to give ourselves a little extra love and attention, and one way is with journaling. Jayne Portnoy is here now to talk about how to get started and all the benefits of journaling. Hi, Jayne.
Hi, good morning. It's so good to see you.
It's great to see you too. Why do you think it's a good idea to start journaling? Who can do it?
Anyone. I think that there are a number of insecurities that come with journaling. I think people think I'm not good at it, I'm not a good writer, or I simply don't have time. But if you're making to-do lists or you're writing down, scribbles to your honey-do list, that's essentially journaling. But I believe that journaling is really curated thought processing, and the more opportunity we give ourselves to get to a blank page, the more opportunity we have to really heal ourselves and also visit the left side of our brain, because our right side of the brain gets all the work all the time. So it's a really easy way to self-soothe.
So if someone thinks, oh, I'm not much of a writer, this isn't for me, they can still do it.
Absolutely. I think that journaling's become very popular lately, which is wonderful. Like, I'm a huge fan of that, but I think with it comes the pressure to be great at it. And do I gratitude journal? Do I dot journal? And my feeling is do it in small bites. So I believe that if you show up to the blank page, set a little timer for 7 minutes, simply because it's not 5, so it's a little more commitment than 5, and it's not 10, and everybody's got at least 7 minutes. And what happens is that creative process is very similar to easy meditation. So when you sit down to a blank page without a real idea of like, I have to fill it, then you can fill it with the things that you really need to get out. It's sort of like being able to burp out this tough stuff very easily on a blank page. And so I do believe that anybody can do it, and it's not hard to start.
Well, you are the right person to help people get started. You have an initiative called Pen to Paper. How does that work?
So I started the Pen to Paper project in a time that unfortunately feels a lot like where we are right now, where there was too much media, there was too much negativity, there was too much Instagram, too much Facebook, and I just really found myself needing to reduce my digital diet. So I went back to a thing that felt really comfortable for me, and I started reconnecting to all the people that I loved seeing their kids' pictures and the puppy pictures on Facebook, and I just started letter writing. I went back to the old-fashioned, good old pen to paper and started connecting with people. And what I realized is how therapeutic it was. That as I started to tell them how much I missed them or I was thinking about them, more real creative thoughts started coming out, and I could reconnect with people. I found it to be calming. It reduced anxiety. It helped create better memory patterns. I used smarter words, to be quite honest, because you're really thinking it through. So I started the Pen to Paper project in hopes to get people to get back to the blank page. During that time, I came back to Facebook and sort of shared my journey with everybody and asked, like, does anybody else feel like me? Or am I sort of a lone soldier? And 583 people gave me the blue thumb. So I said, great, send me your address. I will write you each a letter, which I did. That took a while, and send everybody a stamp and ask them to write it forward.
Oh, that sounds so sweet, Jayne. Now, we don't have a lot of time, so I want to make sure that we mention you have virtual workshops that can help people learn to journal or get started journaling. Where can they go for information about these live workshops? How often do you offer them?
Super. So I have multiple throughout the course of the month. So there's 2 places you can go. On Instagram at pen2paper_project, and it's the number 2. Every day I put really creative, fun, unique writing prompts that'll just help you get started. And then I host workshops all throughout the month, as well as I'm just launching a new project on Instagram Live. And if you go to pen2paperproject.com, you can find the schedule there.
All right, Jayne Portnoy, thanks so much for joining us.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.